Forrest out in St. Louis. Sometimes timing is very, very important, being in the right place at the right time. And not only that, I'm going to scoot up just a little bit here. And not only that, it's about making the right decision to take action at the right place at the right time, right? So imagine this, right? This hypothetical. Imagine being able to get 3% of every single transaction that went through Amazon, right? Amazon comes out and says, hey, we're not going to do any more advertising at all. Maybe they're brand new and they've got these 8,000 products in their Amazon store, and they come to you and they say, hey, you, here's what I got a deal for you, right? You send us a customer, and whatever that customer spends, we're going to give you 3%. So some customers may spend $5, some customers may spend $500. But regardless, as long as you refer them to us, as long as you go out and you become our word of mouth advertising, as long as you're the person that sends them to them, we're going to give you your own little code, right? So you can give that code to somebody. So when they check in, they say, who referred you? Put the little referral code in there, and they go in and shop. You know, they buy shoes and hats and clothes and books and TVs and whatever, right? Whatever's in the Amazon store, they spend it. And because you referred them to, because Amazon didn't have to spend those advertising dollars, they're going to give them back to you in a percentage. I just picked out 3%. It was a random number, right? Just 3%. But let's say on the average that, and I'm going in a direction. I'm going purposeful here. Let's say that the average person on Amazon does $50,000 a year in revenue. We know people don't spend that much. Just go with me on this, right? Let's say they spend $50,000 a year in revenue. That's how much money revenue is generated. And you're able to get 3% of that $50,000. Somebody want to comment and tell me how much that is? I believe it's $1,500. So let's say the average person that goes to Amazon is gonna spend $50,000. They're gonna generate $50,000 in revenue for Amazon, right? And you're going to get 3% of every single one of those people you refer. And let's say that you get so good at giving out Amazon codes, right? Giving out Amazon codes. You get so good at giving out Amazon codes. Yeah, the $1,500. Thanks, Susan. You get so good at giving those Amazon codes out, you build a referred customer base. Now, they're not spending any money. They're not signing up to do anything. They're not spending any money to become an Amazon customer. You're simply giving them a code and saying, hey, I found this really cool store you can go shop at. They have everything you possibly need. They ship it directly to your front door, and that's cool. So these people go out. And let's say, for example, you go out and get a customer base of 1,500, 1,600, 1,000, 2,000 people, right? So let's say 1,000. We'll keep the number even. Let's say you go out and you just bust your butt over time, whatever time period it is, whether it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Let's say you just go work it to the bone. I was listening to that song earlier. And you go out and you get 1,000 customers, right? So you get 1,000 customers spending $50,000 a year in revenue, and you get 3% of that, which is $1,500. So somebody can do the math. What's 1,500 times 1,000? Siri, what is 1,500 times 1,000?
It's 1,500,000.
So you got 1,000 customers spending $50,000 in revenue. You referred them. You gave them your code. They go there and shop, and the average is saying this is hypothetical. This is all hypothetical, right? It's all hypothetical. And you earn $1,500,000 a year because Amazon said, hey, all you got to do is refer these people to us. All you got to do is refer them to us. So $1,500,000. That's what that comes out to be, right? So you do this. People know it's out there, and you go out and enroll all these people, and you're sending out referral codes, and they're getting in there, and they start going shopping, and they're doing everything. But wait, now you've got them in the store, right? Now you've got them in the store, and Amazon says, hey, you don't have to worry about following up with these people. We're going to do all the following up for the people that you refer to us. So they start sending these customers out more information. And say the customer decides, hey, let's say Amazon decides they're going to have a wholesale travel club inside their Amazon club, right? And they say, cool, we're going to cross promote the travel club to everybody that you just referred to. And when they travel, you get paid a percentage of the travel, the money they spend on travel. You go, wow, and your paycheck goes up. And you're going, wow, this is freaking awesome. And let's say Amazon comes out with more services and more stuff. And you don't have to do anything. You just referred that person there. How much money, here's the trick question, here's the catch question, right? How much money would you invest with Amazon to be able to refer people to Amazon to get 3%? I'm just saying 3% right now. Just, it might be a bigger number. It might, who knows? I'm just using 3%. It's all hypothetical. How much money would you spend to refer people to Amazon, knowing that you could have an unlimited customer base? And when any time that customer base went there and shopped, you get paid 3% of whatever they spent. They could spend $5, they could spend $500, they could spend $1,000, whatever. How much money would you invest? And again, I'm getting you to think because I want you to see the numbers. I want you to understand that when you're talking about network marketing and the network marketing business model, that's it. That's as complicated as it gets. Now, here's the catch to that is income disclaimers. There's absolutely no way that anybody can promise you how much money you're going to make because you don't know, they don't know how hard you're going to work. For example, I've got 1,600 customers currently in my database right now. You know, we'll just call them customers. We'll call them income generating codes that are attached to me right now. Here's the cool thing about the majority of those codes. And this is the catch part of this. The majority of those codes that referred into my database, their average revenue based on, this is real statistical information, they generate about $50,000 a year in revenue, right? Give or take, some a lot less, some made zero, but on the average, that certain type of code that I referred in there generates about $50,000 a year in revenue. I get to override 3% of that. And my total investment to do that was $1,000 up front and $99 a month.